So welcome in first episode of a new segment I'm going to be putting out here on the Forecast Golf channel. It is the Forecast Alert. I am Niall McGrath and welcome in some big news dropping after last night's FedEx Cup finale at Lees Lake, where Tommy Fleetwood picked up his first PGA Tour win in 164 starts. Incredible stuff from him to get over the line and finally get that elusive win, and what a time to do it at the Tour Championship. But we'll talk about that again down the line. Some big news, obviously, with the Ryder Cup coming up in a few weeks' time at Bethpage Black in New York. And that news is very exciting for some US fans, and I think a lot of people are going to be pretty happy with this. This is courtesy of a report. It hasn't been confirmed yet, obviously, till Wednesday when Keegan Bradley makes his captain's picks for the Ryder Cup match against Europe. But he has apparently called Sam Burns to tell him he's been included in the team for the United States for their home match against Europe in New York, where they're going to try and regain that trophy from Luke Donald's European side, which is looking pretty straightforward compared to the American side, where we're going to take a look at in a sec. But Sam Burns did actually catch up with media members last night after he finished 7th at the Tour Championship. So we'll have a little listen to that, and then we'll come back and have a little chat about Sam getting picked and who obviously he's going to be joining.
I mean, yeah, it's huge. I think definitely my number one goal coming into this year, and unfortunately, I didn't put myself in a position to be an automatic qualifier. I think it takes a lot of stress off, certainly this week and last week, to be in that position. But you know what? I tried to focus on coming into the playoffs and try to play some solid golf, and hopefully it's enough.
What are the emotions you think you'll experience the next day or so?
It's going to be a long 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever it is. But it'll be nice to go home, and I'm definitely looking forward to being home and spending some time with Caroline and Bear and just relaxing and resting. It's been a long 3 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Whatever decision Keegan makes about Sam Burns, are you at peace with it?
Of course, yeah. 100% trust in Keegan. I know whatever decision he makes is going to be one that he thinks is best for the team. And ultimately, I'm Team USA. If I'm on the team, awesome. I would love nothing more. And if I'm not, I'll be rooting on.
So there you go. That's what Sam had to say after NUCLR Golf reported that news. Go to their Twitter at NUCLR Golf. Constant updates, always on Instagram as well. So he'll be joining Scotty Scheffler, JJ Spawn, Xander Schauffele, Russell Henley, Harris English, and obviously Bryson DeChambeau from Live Golf, who are all the automatic qualifiers. But it is interesting because I think Sam's had a really solid season. As we'll see here, 24 events played, 1 runner-up, 6 top 10s, 12 top 25s, 21 cuts made, 3 cuts missed, and obviously at the US Open he got absolutely mugged. In my opinion, it probably cost him the tournament because he was going so well. I think it was 14 holes in, I think, and he got a submerged ball, which was basically swimming in water. Got two different officials come in and look at it, and he didn't get a free drop, which more or less cost him the tournament, in my opinion. I think he double bogeyed that hole, and it was just downhill from there on. Totally lost the head after, and understandably so. So, I'm personally delighted for Sam that he's in alongside some of those guys. And let's have a look at his obviously good recent form as well. Tied 4th at the BMW. Tied 7th at the Tour Championship. He was bubbling along nicely. Actually had him back for the last 2 weeks. If you follow me on Twitter at Niall McGrath 4, you would have seen that. So he would have got good each way returns on the lines. But yeah, I think it's really, really good stuff for Team USA. And it is interesting as well because Keegan seems to always go for these guys who are sort of, they're team players. He's obviously a huge fan of team sports, as we know, in terms of, he's a massive Boston sports fan, which is absolutely, massive part of his life. And I do think Keegan's going to pick himself, because I think it was really interesting. We said last night, I know the debate's going to linger on for another few days until he does finally announce the team on this Wednesday coming up. But he even admitted on Saturday that he was playing some of the best golf of his life. But in terms of what he's done and putting this sort of team together. I think we're going to see one or two more surprises maybe, and there is going to be some big names left out now. You know, does he bring Colin Morikawa, who hasn't had much form this season, being very, very patchy? You know, I think he'll bring Justin Thomas. Ben Griffin's been fantastic this season, really consistent, really solid. So it's going to be absolutely fascinating. And there is another one that no one's really talking about. I'm going to speak about this possibly tomorrow. I think I'll release this on Tuesday, Irish time. It's late night here in Dublin at the time of this announcement from NUCLR Golf, as we see there. If the report does actually happen to be true, which I would believe it to be, because NUCLR are pretty reputable from what I've seen from them over the years. We're going to have another live golfer. I think that some people will not be shocked. Some people will be shocked. He hasn't had any good form, but he's definitely on the team. He's going to be playing here in Ireland in a few weeks. That's probably giving it away, but we'll chat about that tomorrow. Let's have a little look as well. The 2019 PGA Championship, which is interesting. That was obviously at the host of this year's championship at Bethpage Black. Brooks Koepka obviously won it. You know, Patrick Cantlay showed really good form, finished second last night. I expect him to be involved because he's had such a good Ryder Cup record, but that remains to be seen. Where did Sam Burns finish there? I think he was in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken. So a little look here. Or did he finish in the 20s, even playing it? Or 19th, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Did he play in 2019 PGA Championship? Let's have a little look. I'm going to pull this up because I'll be... Sam Burns tied 29th. He finished at Farmingdale in 2019. So that's going to be an added advantage. Obviously, it's going to be set up the way Keegan wants it in Team USA. But I really like this pick for the United States against what's going to be, let's be honest, lads, it's going to be a very, very similar European team to what it was last time. I think the only change is going to be you're taking out one twin for the other, and Rasmus Højgaard getting in. Obviously claimed the automatic spot yesterday ahead of Shane Lowry and Sepp Straka, who will definitely be picked. So it's just going to be a matter of swapping a twin out, and I do feel sorry for Nikolai, because I think, you know, if we look back earlier on in the season at the Zurich, they played really well together in the team event. And another one you could probably throw in for the USA. I don't think it's going to happen though, because I don't think Andrew Novak's going to be picked, but Ben Griffin and Andrew Novak both won that event, but I do think Bren's going to be included in the team, so it's going to be really interesting what Keegan's going to do here in the next couple of days in terms of his picks. So he's obviously making the phone calls, and it was interesting to note as well there, Sam Burns actually did say that I'm going to be getting a phone call, 24 years old, then 48, he didn't really know, so maybe I'm sure Keegan has been in contact. We often see a lot of this is just for TV and sort of dramatic effect, that they don't actually really announce the picks when guys are they know well before. They just say they don't, but clearly they do. It's pretty obvious, but we have an unbelievable few weeks coming. So I'm going to do this when I can, react to certain big stories and stuff like that, because I think it is important and to get a reaction, get some feedback. So drop your comments all that below. Who do you want to see in the US team? I can't wait for this. It's going to be the best Ryder Cup ever. Amazing venue as well. And yeah, at the moment I am favouring Team USA, but that is some really big news I think tonight to talk about, because the US team, there's so many different variations and variables that Keegan Bradley is to pick, including himself possibly. So get your comments down below, like, subscribe, share all that, and anyone who's not subscribed, because the video numbers are crazy in the press conference, a lot of work. So please, I would appreciate if you do subscribe and like all that. That would be much appreciated. So until I'll be back with one tomorrow. We could start turning this into the daily forecast. We'll have segments all over the place, left, right. So do stay posted. I think it's some big news tonight, and I really enjoyed that one. I think it's a good pick for the United States. A really, really solid player, as we've talked about there. So from Niall McGrath, good luck and good night.
All right.